All right, what's up, everybody? Spooky reporting back from the poker van. And I tell you what, these games right now are absolutely insane. I want to show you guys this screenshot really fast. I just lost a pot, so the screenshot so my current win rate is not as huge. It's 247. But look at this, dude. 278 BBs per 100. I won 4.5 buy-ins in 18 minutes over 160 hands. So obviously we ran good. We ran above EV. We had like two flips, like someone had the flush draw versus our top pair twice, and we won both of them. So we're running above EV, but we've been running like shit. So I'm I take it. Um, so I'm gonna show you guys some of this action, talk you through how to play these games. Because there is a different strategy you have to employ. Over 600 again. Oh, it's good to be me, man. Running good for once. Not for once. I've definitely ran hot in the past, but last few days have been rough, and it feels really good to run above EV and put some coolers on people. So games are really loose right now. Tons of fish everywhere, action all over the place. Not even surprised to flop a set. We've been running so hot in the last 30 minutes. So when he bets pot, honestly, I think he has like aces. If he calls, he has like a king. So we're hoping for like a queen. Oh my goodness. So hopefully he has aces and he has king queen. Okay, that's not what I expected. Um, so when he goes check, I think we still have to check raise and hope that someone has something. Come on, dude, you gotta have king 10 over here. Okay, there's a small world where he has pocket eights. But I think I'm willing to just rip it on eights and just say if you have eights, you have eights, and that's fine. Ooh, look how we're running so pure right now. It's funny that I called the queen and then he binked, but then we binked a queen on the turn there. But not even surprised because we're running hot, which feels so good. I've been grinding these last 3 days, just running like trash and just like bet folding all of my hands. Just like aces never good, kings never good. So it feels pretty amazing to actually be winning some hands. So we get three bet by someone who doesn't three bet that often. Um, I think calling is fine, raising is fine. Um, three bet by position, small blind. He actually has no, not that many. So I'm just gonna call. Here we're just gonna c bet. Thinking top pair, no surprise here. Um, so when he checks, it makes me think um he has pocket queens. He could have aces, could have no, probably not aces, probably just queens. So I'm just gonna bet really tiny. I don't know how this guy decides to bet pot there, but that's fine. Um I mean ace queen is probably c betting that board as a continuation bet, so I'm not really worried about that, but we are gonna size up because queens can call a bigger bet now. We have he has pocket tens very rarely, I'd say. Um, so we're sizing up a bit to get called by queens. I think we actually should go smaller because it's still like queens are still getting crushed here. Okay, that's a very interesting play. So that makes me think he has aces. He could have ace king. There's more combinations of ace king. King 10 doesn't really make sense. Ace jack of hearts is possible. Are we ever ahead here? We've shown so much strength. Like ace queen, ace x of hearts, aces. Oh no, this guy's just not the bluffy type. I think we're just hoping for a chop if we call there. We're just hoping that we're chopping with ace king. Let me know what you guys think about that. I just don't see how we would be winning there after a check shove. Like sometimes he has pocket jacks and he doesn't want to see a river. He's not turning pocket queens into a bluff. That wouldn't make sense. He would just call or fold. Because we can even have pocket kings. Um, so I really doubt he was bluffing there. I think he probably had like three jacks or pocket aces. We're just getting our time bank back. Hey, you know what? We're still up um half a buy-in at least, probably 75 big blinds. Even after losing that big pot, I don't know how. I guess yeah, we lost maybe 35 or so big blinds in that last pot. This guy has zero three bet, but he's giving us a good price. And we have ace queen suited. Not much of a flop for us here. He does check. So I put him on maybe pocket kings, pocket queens, um, pocket jacks, pocket tens. We don't have kings very often in our range, so I'm hoping to just check back and see a miracle turn like the jack of clubs or the ten of clubs, or even an ace would be decent. But it's a pretty weird bet. But from someone that just doesn't seem aggressive at all, we're just gonna let it go. Um, there we could just be drawing dead against something like Jack 10, like 9-10 just has us destroyed. I don't think there's really much reason to call. People, some people are bluffing a lot, but most people are not bluffing a lot. Given this player pool. Against this guy, we're just um, we're just gonna be getting this one in, especially against that size. Um, I don't think he often folds something like queens, but maybe we can get him to fold like queens and jacks sometimes by doing this. But yeah, we're just chopping. Um, so someone with a really low fold to three bet, and we're deep. I'm gonna play jacks and not three bet them because so often you're just gonna see a flop that you don't like, and for someone who doesn't fold to three bets, um, you just don't want to play a big pot with jacks out of position. When it goes check check, I'm definitely inclined to bet our hand here. Um, Obviously losing to pocket tens, pocket nines, ace X from Luis Gamble over here. Um, and even Kitty could have like ace jack or something. So we're just giving up. I feel like there's no way we win, but we do. We do have top pair over here, and we have the king of clubs, so that's less hands that we're gonna get check raised by. So we're just gonna continuation bet over here. This guy looks really sticky, so we're just gonna have a very wide check calling range. Fives and deuces aren't in his range too much. We're only really worried about him having a 10 that would be beating us. So when he checks back, I think we do always have the best hand here. When two people call, it makes me think someone probably has a 10. It's definitely more likely we're gonna be calling here. We're only really losing to like pocket sixes or something, pocket threes, pocket fours. Um, this is a really weird turn raise. Like he's really not repping much, but when someone has the tight passive tag, I'm not gonna call down a huge bet with just a pair of nines there. Also, sometimes people check back aces for some reason and turn raise the turn in a really weird strategy. But we were spot on with just checking here. We were spot on with our read about that 10 high board and we were definitely calling a river bet. Schmoozer, we definitely have some history with this guy. Um, we don't want to play a huge pot with this board out of position, to be honest. Like this is obviously one of our strongest check calling hands, but that we could bet. But when he checks back the turn, obviously we are or checks back the flop. We're obviously less worried about being beat. Um, so it's pretty hard for us to rep um like Queen Jack or something. I guess sometimes we have a flush, so I'm not gonna go crazy with the overbet. I think this can sometimes get called by like Ace 10. Although Ace 10 is probably betting at some point, so maybe that was a bit ambitious and maybe I should just check call. Check audio. Okay, audio's good. So just folding these junky hands. Threes, depending on how the games are playing, you can open them, you can just fold them. You can min raise, you can 2.2 it. People aren't really three betting a ton right now, it seems like. We're fine just having that part of our open fold range. That's totally fine with me. We need some hands that are open folds in our low jack range, and that's totally fine to use threes. We're gonna get in there with the king nine for one big blind. Look at these stats, dude. 64, 27, infinite. Just insanity. I mean, that's small sample size, of course, but yeah, he looks pretty crazy. Okay, we're gonna size slightly up here. I never really care about playing like queens and jacks just aren't fun to play out of position. So I'm never upset when people just fold. Um, yeah, I don't know what we should be doing in this spot. We just keep picking up these hands. We're just going to three bet on the bigger side here. So when he shoves against someone who has a 0-4 bet over 173 hands, obviously a dream flop over here. I really don't know what to do here. Raise, three bet, four bet, jam. I mean, obviously ace king in his range, but also aces and kings. So I guess it's like a coin flip. Maybe he does this with jack sometimes. This feels like it's losing. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, he's just a nit, man. We have to fold queens there. The problem is that like ace king is in his range so often too. But I called it. I didn't think we were good because he's a nit. And it's also just like bad on his part, I think, in general, just like snap shove aces. Um, because if I don't have queens or kings or queens, I'm folding there. I guess ace king might call too. I don't know, maybe it's not that bad, but I hate losing money to that guy. Not that guy, I hate losing money to nits. Dude, this person has been like shoving hands. They gave me a buy-in earlier. This is what I'm talking about. This is like the games you want to play for sure. But I always want to like take a break when I lose a buy into a cooler because I feel like I always play a little worse. Like my mood drops. So I think this is still like a 20-minute video or something, 15 minutes. So got some content here for you guys. I think there was one hand I asked you what you would be doing in a situation. Um, so let me know if you like have any input on any of these hands I've played that you think I played poorly. I obviously would appreciate any advice, but I think we're playing pretty well overall. Even the one big hand we lost, we were pretty confident in our read, and I think that's more important than making money is improving, of course. So I'm pretty happy with that, even though we lost and um got that cooler or whatever. But I think in the next spot we can fold there. So this guy has zero fold to yeah. He has MST is Mega Station in my terminology. So we can just keep value betting for value. Um, almost ready to call a check raise. For someone who has a zero, oh, that's only, well, Mega Station, oh, not the big boy check raise. That's a huge check raise. Well, I didn't expect that. Um, I guess we're just gonna let it go. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna end the video. I don't want to like dump more chips by like playing worse. Um, yeah, we only after that queen's hand and that hand, we're only up like 850. So we're gonna like sometimes I three bet that, but we're locking this session up. I'm just gonna take a little break after this and probably upload this video. Of course, if we get three bet, we're just gonna four bet pretty big because okay, this is really interesting. So I'm more inclined to apply pressure with ace king in this spot, even though a lot of times I'll call. I'm more inclined to apply a lot of pressure because when you're really deep, um, people are obviously less likely to snap off like queen's shove or something and do something stupid. So if you can, you know, keep the initiative with really big stacks, that's something that I like to do. So oftentimes I'll just flat there because I don't want to play a gigantic pot with just ace king against a bunch of nits. But yeah, in that spot, I absolutely don't mind really applying the pressure for all the big blinds we are deep. So we made a little bit more money. Our BBs per hundred dropped a ton, but we made 4 buy-ins in 40 minutes. Obviously amazing. So that's gonna wrap up the video. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know anything. How's your day going? See you later.